Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and it is that time of the year when we're looking back on the best iPhone 16 Pro cases for 2024. Now I've covered a ton of different cases here on the channel over the last 3 months since the iPhone 16 Pro has been released, whether it's a leather case from Andar, something from Spigen, whether it's aramid fiber, plastic, rubber, silicone, whatever it is, you name it, I've probably covered it here on the channel in some sort of variety. However, I haven't covered every single case, obviously by every single manufacturer, but these are just my top 10. So in today's video we're going to be looking at number 10 all the way down to number 1 to crown the best case of 2024 for the iPhone 16 Pro. So, let's take a look. So starting off with number 10, we have the Caseology Nano Pop Mag for the iPhone 16 Pro. Now, this particular case, I actually kind of didn't really enjoy it, and if you go back and watch my original review, of course, all of the individual reviews are going to be linked in the description down below, I actually said maybe not to go ahead and purchase it, and I kind of still stand by that. In regards to the overall case itself, the MagSafe, just in general the overall feel and the price of the case, it wasn't necessarily worth it. However, I know that a ton of people really enjoy Caseology cases, which is why I've put it here at number 10, so still on the list, but definitely on the lower end. Next up then, coming in at number 9, we have the Totally Super Thin case for the iPhone 16 Pro. Now this one here is available in a ton of different varieties and colours, but there's one massive thing that I wasn't a huge fan of, and that's the fact that there is no MagSafe on board. Now they do a version that does have MagSafe, although it's not necessarily as thin, but if you are looking for a super thin, ultra minimal case, then actually the Totally case is pretty good for what it does. Just don't go dropping it anytime soon, because I don't necessarily think there's a ton of protection here. Coming in at number 8, we have the official Apple silicone case. Now this one here, while it may be on the pricier side of things, was also one of the, if not the first case, with a camera button covering compared to a cutout or hole in a particular case that you may see on some of the other cases on this list. Now the silicone side of things, it feels nice, it fits extremely good, and just in general is probably one of the better options if you're looking for the overall fit and functionality of the case itself. The MagSafe is really good, and like I say, it's also available in a ton of different color options as well, although it is again on the pricier side of things. However, if you're looking for a solid silicone case, then for me, I don't think you can actually beat the official one here from Apple. I just wish they would bring back the leather option. Number 7 is a case with a little bit of a twist, and this is the P-Stand case from Taurus, and the great thing about it, as the name implies, it does have a built-in kickstand. So if you're a huge fan of watching things on your phone, or just in general want to prop your phone up if it's on a wireless charger or MagSafe charger for example, and you want to use the nightstand feature, this is probably one of the better options. Now it does have the cutout side of things for the camera button, which again isn't necessarily amazing, but it's available in a ton of different colours, pretty reasonably priced overall, and again you get a little bit of extra functionality compared to just your standard case. Next up then, and this is actually a little bit of a 2-for-1, we have the Banks Armor and the Armor Pro. Now these are some aramid fiber cases, and they are some of the best options available. If you're looking for a super thin, sleek case with all of the built-in functionality of MagSafe, then this is probably going to be the best option overall. Also, the Armor Pro version does have a little bit more protection around it in general, and again is a really awesome case. However, as with pretty much every aramid case, it's going to pick up a ton of fingerprints, so that's definitely something to keep in mind. If you're the kind of person that wants a case for protection, but you also want to keep it clean, this maybe isn't the best option because it does literally pick up every single fingerprint. But again, if you're looking for a super slim option with a ton of protection and some pretty cool designs, then this is one of the better options. Entering the top 5 now, and we have pretty much any case you can think of from Rhino Shield. Rhino Shield is one of the better case companies if you're looking for customization options, loads of different designs, brands, and just general color options and case options. These are some of the better cases overall when it comes to the protection side of things as well. I've got no doubt that if you're going to be dropping a case and it's in a Rhino Shield, you're going to be completely protected. They also do some pretty good screen protectors as well, and just in general the cases themselves are very well built, cutouts are awesome, buttons are very tactile and clicky, and again some of the better MagSafe options out there, and the MagSafe magnets are super strong as well. And I also think that with Rhino Shield you can pretty much find any case for any occasion. If you're looking for something super colourful, super minimal, darker, brighter, whatever you're looking for, I think Rhino Shield's pretty much got you covered here. Going back to Taurus here for the number 4 spot, and this is the O-Stand case. Now again, much like the P-Stand that we looked at beforehand, this also has a built-in kickstand, however it's got a little bit more functionality to it. It's got a completely 360-degree rotating stand built into the back of the case itself. Now this is good for a ton of different options, whether you want to prop your phone phone up in portrait or landscape, or actually have it sort of on the edge of your desk, for example, it's got a ton of versatility to it as well. It's got some pretty good color options, the hinge is super strong, I can't see the actual magnetic side of things breaking anytime soon whatsoever, and again, I think it looks pretty darn good as well. Coming in at number 3, and just beating out Banks when it comes to the aramid fiber side of things, is the Enzo Aramid from Spigen. Now this is probably one of my favorite cases just in regards to the overall minimal black design that it's going for here. It's pretty much good for any occasion, any outfit, or anything that you want to be using it for. The aramid fiber looks and feels great, you've got a super nice lining on the inside, metal camera ring, super tactile buttons, and the MagSafe side of things is extremely strong. The only one downside that I would say to this particular case is definitely the camera cutout button, and also occasionally the price. Sometimes the price fluctuates from sort of $20 or so here and there, so you can definitely find it for cheaper or a little bit more expensive depending on when you're looking for it. But again, if you're looking for a super sleek, nice modern looking case, then the Enzo Aramid is the best option. Now, sticking with Spigen for the number 2 spot, we have the Ultra Hybrid T. Now, this was one of the most hyped cases for the iPhone 16 Pro when it first came out, and actually sold out on a ton of different places, including Amazon and Spigen directly, and that's for one very important reason, and that is the covered camera button. At the time of when this case came out, it was very hard to find the new case for the 16 Pro that had the camera button. Everything had a cutout, some sort of hole, and people weren't necessarily a fan of that, so when Spigen announced this particular case, everyone went crazy for it, and for good reason. The camera control is super nice to use, the case itself fits like a glove, and in general this particular clear case here also shows off your iPhone perfectly, even if you've got the brand new colorway. And I think also for the price side of things, it's a pretty good value option here as well, and yes, some people may not like the clear case and they do have some other color options available, but for me this is probably one of the best clear cases available for the iPhone 16 Pro as well. I don't necessarily think it's going to yellow over time, it's got a really nice fit to it overall, and again the MagSafe side of things around the back here is super strong. And actually, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, if you're looking for a clear case for the iPhone 16 Pro, this is the best option. And then taking the top spot for 2024's best iPhone 16 Pro case is the Andar Aspen. And let's face it, it had to be. Now for me, obviously every case that we've looked at in this video is personal preference, and the Aspen for me is just the best option overall. Yes, it's the only leather case on this particular list here, and yes, the camera control button isn't there and you've got a cutout, but in general the actual fit and the actual feel of this case is one of the most premium options available. You've also got super tactile buttons, the camera ring around the back is also metal as well, and the MagSafe side of things is super strong, and you can also get some of Andar's other magnetic accessories as well, like a wallet for example to go on the back, and it all pairs extremely nicely. You've got some super nice full grain leather here as well, it feels and smells amazing, and you can tell that it is that genuine leather. They've also got a ton of different color options available, and yes, the price side of things may be a little bit more on the premium side of things, but then again, if you're covering up a $1,000 iPhone, why not do it with a nice case? Now, because of the full grain leather, it's also going to age super nicely over time as well with the patina. Now what I mean by that is leather products in general, once they're used over longer periods of time, age and wear in regards to how you use them. So if you hold your phone in a particular way, you're going to see those wear marks over time, and it just makes every single Andar Aspen case unique to the user. Now that for me is one of the better options out there. Yes, cases are used kind of, use and abuse. If you need to drop your phone, then you can, you've got a case in it, it shouldn't be a problem. However, I do also think that with cases, some people use them as a kind of throwaway item, whereas for me the Andar Aspen is something that I'm going to keep on my phone for pretty much the whole year until the next iPhone comes out, and I want to see how this case ages over time and just in general how it looks. Also, the full grain leather on the back is super soft, smells amazing even to this day, and just in general is super high quality. And that for me is why it's taken the top spot of the iPhone 16 Pro cases in 2024. Now as I mentioned, every single case that I've talked about in this video is going to be linked in that description down below, so if you guys want to pick one up for yourself, you can go down in the description, get what you need to, and let me know what you think. Also, if you enjoyed this video and you want me to do it next year for this device or maybe another device for example, let me know in the comment section down below. Also, if you disagreed with my picks here, let me know in the comments down below what case you're currently using and what's been your favourite case so far for the iPhone 16 Pro this year. If you did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up down below, and of course if you're not already subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We're going to be winding down ever so slightly now towards the end of the year, but we're coming back in 2025 with a ton of new content, maybe even dipping our toes back into the Android side of things. So if that's something you guys want to see, let me know by hitting that subscribe button down below, and of course once you've hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on notifications so you're notified anytime I post a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass, thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.